Hi, welcome to Mythomaniac, a podcast about many different mythologies. We focus primarily on Greek mythology, Norse mythology, and the Christian mythology. This is episode 1, part 1, where I'm going to be giving you a piece of Greek mythology. My name is Desi, and I am one of your hosts. Starting off strong, I'm going to be talking about Hades, king of the underworld. He is the brother of Zeus and the ruler of the underworld. He presides over the trial and punishment of the wicked souls after death. He's considered stern, pitiless, and aloof. He has a bident, which is kind of like a trident, but instead of 3 prongs, it has 2. He is the owner of Cerberus, who guards the underworld and prevents souls from escaping. He kidnapped and tricked his wife, Persephone, and in other cultures, he is referred to as Hell. Next up, I'm going to talk about Poseidon. He is second in power only to Zeus. He is the god of the tide, the sea, the storms, the earthquakes, and horses. He actually invented horses. He is the protector of sailors and the guardian of many Hellenic cities and colonies. He is symbolized by the trident and the dolphin. He is the brother of Zeus and Hades. He has a very commonly known rivalry with goddess Athena. He uses his trident to cause storms and calm waves. He supported the Greeks during the Trojan War. And now, Hermes, the messenger of the gods. He is commonly depicted wearing winged sandals and a winged hat. He invented the alphabet, numbers, measurements, weights, fire, dice, panpipes, and the lyre. He is the patron of travelers, thieves, shepherds, the home, and gymnastics. He is the god of good luck, wealth, eloquence, commerce, astronomy, and music. He leads souls to the underworld, where they then board a boat that takes them to Hades. His children are Pan, Hermaphroditus, and Angelia. Moving on to goddesses, Hera, the wife and sister of Zeus. She's also the sister of Hestia, Demeter, Hades, and Poseidon. She's the queen of the gods and the daughter of Cronus and Rhea. She's the mother of Ares and Hephaestus, and she's the goddess of marriage, family, childbirth, and women. Known to protect women during childbirth. Also known as the birth goddess, and known for being jealous and vengeful, especially towards Zeus's mistresses and illegitimate children. Known for being easily angered and offended, she is symbolized by the peacock, the cow, and the pomegranate. The peacock symbolizes beauty, majesty, immortality, and vigilance. The cow symbolizes fertility, nurturing, patience, and serenity. The pomegranate symbolizes marriage, fertility, and marital fidelity. Next up, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. She is married to Hephaestus, but she is unfaithful and has had many lovers, including Ares. She helped Paris marry Helen of Troy, which started the Trojan War. She is the goddess of love, beauty, fertility, physical pleasure, eternal youth, and grace. She is symbolized by doves, sparrows, swans, seashells, roses, myrtles, apples, a mirror, and scallop shells. She traveled via a flying chariot pulled by sparrows and has a magical girdle that makes people fall in love with whoever wears it. Hera will occasionally borrow it. There are many cult centers in Athens, Corinth, Cyprus, and Cythera that are dedicated to her. Many festivals in Aphrodisia, celebrated in midsummer, are also dedicated to her. Her weaknesses are her vanity, her jealousy, and her hatred of people who she thought were prettier than herself. After Aphrodite, we have Athena, the goddess of wisdom, war, and handicrafts. She is the favorite child of Zeus and was born from his forehead, fully grown and in a full suit of armor. She is symbolized by the olive tree, which symbolizes peace, the owl, which symbolizes wisdom, the snake, the gorgonian. She is the protector of cities. She is a powerful defender in war, a peacemaker who believed war should be a means of protection and justice. She gave mortals the gifts of cooking and sewing. She helped heroes such as Hercules, Perseus, Odysseus, and Jason. She is known to be rational and intelligent, but not emotional and compassionate. She has a dualistic personality and is sometimes more masculine and sometimes more feminine. The Parthenon was built in her honor. Next up, we're talking about the wife of Hades and daughter of Demeter, Persephone, the goddess of agriculture, grain, and spring. She is the queen of the underworld and was kidnapped by Hades while gathering flowers, and later married him. After Persephone went missing, Demeter brought a drought, which forced the gods to intervene. Hades gave Persephone a pomegranate seed before she left, which forces her to spend part of the year with him, which is what we know as winter. Persephone is symbolized by the pomegranate, the torch, and flowers. Now I'm going to talk about a very important titaness, Rhea, the titaness of motherhood, fertility, and earth. She is the daughter of Uranus and Gaia, the sister and wife of Cronus, the mother of Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. She tricked Cronus into swallowing a rock instead of Zeus, because Cronus would eat his children, because he believed that one day they would overpower him and his downfall would come. She is symbolized by the moon, swans, and 2 lions. Now let's talk about a very popular hero, Odysseus, king of Ithaca. He is renowned for his intelligence, known for his long journey back to Ithaca after fighting in the Trojan War, and has a wife named Penelope and a son named Telemachus. Key traits dedicated to him are his resourcefulness, courage, and cleverness. He came up with the idea for the Trojan horse, which aided his takeover of Troy. He was aided in his journey home by Athena, who was considered his patron goddess. Finally, Circe, sorceress and daughter of the sun god Helios and the ocean nymph Perse. She lives on the island Aeaea, uses herbs, potions, and magic to turn people into animals, practices necromancy, and can communicate with the dead. She is described as divinely beautiful, with brown hair, a sharp chin, and yellow eyes. She turned Odysseus's men into pigs, and Odysseus tricked her into being his lover to save his men. They end up having 3 children together before Odysseus leaves Aeaea to return to Ithaca. She turned an Italian king into a woodpecker once, and turned Scylla, a nymph, into a sea monster.